Band member Erasure episode for the series finale, Metallica. Of course, the band that removed an integral instrument out of an entire record would appear on ex-member Erasure, but we're not talking about him today. We're talking about this guy, Dave Mustaine. Dave was pretty much a founding member of Metallica. He joined them in the early 80s and they worked very hard together, writing songs, writing material, leading up to the albums until... There seems to be different reports on this, but I think mainly there was a situation where Dave brought his dog down to practice, to rehearsals, and the dog got up on the current bass player at the time's car, and James Hetfield decided to go, "Get off my car, yeah! And he gave it a soft, lovely little boot off the car. This led into a big fight and then ultimately led with Dave being sacked. Now, I am missing some context there. Apparently, Dave was pretty awful for his substance abuse. He was drinking and regularly taking narcotics, should we say. Does TikTok like that word? And yes, one thing led to another, and he was kicked out of the band and pretty much kind of scrubbed from their legacy, which is kind of baffling considering that they still used a lot of his written material on their albums. Right up to their second album, I think that's kind of mad, to be honest. I can kind of see where the bitterness with Dave comes from. However, I 100% think that this guy has based his entire life on being bitter towards what happened with Megadeth, and he's never gotten over it. He obviously, as many people know, went on to form his own band Megadeth, which had their own kind of big success, and he made his own mark. He is known as one of the big four in thrash metal. However, to this day, Metallica are doing stuff like this, and Megadeth are doing stuff like this. So, I don't know, maybe he should be bitter. Maybe the resentment has bubbled back up. I believe there has been times where they have kind of reconciled and put their differences aside. I believe that all the big four thrash bands did a tour, at least about, over a decade ago. However, recently, I believe Dave is just back on the "I hate Metallica, they used all my songs, they're a bunch of hacks" train again. Supporting Disturbed on a tour will do that to you. That will do that to anyone. Is Dave Saint's anger justified? Should he be bitter and hold resentment against this band? Do you think it's fair that he was kind of removed from the band, yet they carried on using a lot of his material, which evidently did boost them up towards the level that they eventually got to? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.